Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Beef Tongue. I've almost forgot the name of the podcast.
I'm with my co-host, Big Rod and Hard Wand.
Card wand, huh?
Yeah. Uh, yeah.
I mean, I
My
think
name
they
is
already
apparently
have
Explosive
something
Stick.
called that. Yeah,
Huh?
explosive. I think they already
I
got
mean,
something called that.
Cola. Out of everyone, Cola has the most porn sounding name out of all of us. Mine just sounds like some sort of venereal disease, and
Mine sounds like a
uh,
toy.
all right. So, what fun facts do you guys have?
My fun fact, Michael Jackson was stuck in Beverly Hills and he called the cops, he called 911 and they told him that he was Michael Jackson and they didn't believe him. And so they refused to give him service.
So it just didn't help him at all.
No, it
I
didn't
heard
help
that
him at all.
Michael Jackson actually has a normal sounding voice.
Michael Jackson?
You said Michael Jackson.
Why does he sound so like effeminate during interviews then?
I think that's because he sort of puts on that voice because, like, how he presents himself.
Okay. Fun fact from Jack.
All right, there you go. That's my fun fact.
Oh, it's like Michael Jackson facts? It's like Michael Jackson facts?
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
I don't got one.
Oh, that's
intentional-
Did
nothing
you
to
know that his skin was white?
that was my intentional fun fact, but yeah, I'll throw it in there.
So, all right.
His,
So, what is your fun fact?
my fun fact is, let's see, Los Angeles drills about 2 million barrels of oil, but they have all these oil rigs all spread out throughout LA, but you never see it because they're always disguised as buildings. Kind of like how the cell phone lines are disguised as like trees. All the oil rigs are housed inside these things that look like buildings, so you never see all the oil in LA. And they're actually spread out everywhere in the middle of residential neighborhoods and in the middle of like industrial complexes and
I've seen them before.
commercial buildings. So, and they try to blend in with the surrounding, and they even have
does that
oil rigs off the coast of LA, but they're disguised as islands with fake trees and or like landscaped trees and everything.
Oh, so since they're in residential districts, there's never any like noise complaints or anything about those buildings.
Actually, there
Or
was a
is
few
it just
noise
like a-
complaints, but they were able to make it so that the sound gets dampened when it's inside of a building, and they try to do everything they can to reduce all the concerns about oil spills and whatnot. Of course, property is a little
Yeah.
cheaper down there.
Cola used to live in LA. Was that such a regular thing for you guys?
No, I mean if you go down a little bit more south, you'll see those oil rigs. It's kind of weird because you don't expect an oil rig off the coast of California because it's California, right? We're so environmentally friendly.
But it's all a lie. It's like
It's a lot, yeah.
disguised.
But then the other thing is like, why is gas so fucking expensive if you're like pumping on the coast of California?
Right. Damn. That is a wonder. All right. So my fun fact is an ongoing question. Mario, the video game character, is actually faster than Sonic. when they took pixel density and everything and did all these like crazy calculations, they found out that he actually moves faster than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wait, does that mean in game?
Yeah.
In his own game versus Sonic in his own game?
Well, I mean, just considering, I don't know how they really did it, but it was just like using some crazy like pixelized math. So I was just like, wow, okay. So technically, he ran faster. Like, I guess in comparison to both games.
You didn't catch that, Walker. Can you repeat?
No, but can you repeat that?
Uh-oh. Are you there? You're like frozen.
But the question for me, hedgehogs were that. Oh shit! You hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay.
You froze for a
Okay.
brief second.
Oh, okay. My bad. I said my question is like when it came to Sonic the Hedgehog, who on earth decided that hedgehogs were fast creatures to begin with?
They probably just
Think-
needed a mascot. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
let's do
I think
a
Sega-
hedgehog.
Sega just needed a mascot to like counter Mario, and Mario is known for jumping. So
It should
Who
be
decided that?
they'll
it
make
should be it
Sonic
should have been a
run for-
cheetah.
Who decided that turtles could be ninjas
Yeah.
or teenagers?
I thought Sonic should have been a cheetah. Right? It will make more sense.
Yeah, it would. But I think it's because Cheetos already claimed that one, so they're just like, all right,
they needed to make Sonic spiky, so they had to make him a hedgehog.
why did they need to make them spiky? Or why would they need to make them spiky?
They needed a way for him to have like, I guess, powers, I guess. I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
Oh, I guess some distinguishing features of like a mascot. So like you'd be able to tell like in terms of a silhouette, you know. But yeah, it's because hedgehogs are kind of overall they're kind of gross creatures where they kind of like I think they eat their young and also like just eat their own shit. And their underbellies are actually their penises. So like when Sonic's like naked all the time, you just see his dong from his gut.
The hell?
Yeah. Super weird. But yeah. In another universe, that's how it goes. So speaking of universes, we're on to our next topic. What would you I don't know, Cola, what was the topic again?
The topic is if you were to pick any multiverse, where would you go?
I think a lot of people would say a universe where they're successful.
What is success? Is it like a lot of money, a lot of fame, having a
Well-
decent life?
Well, a little bit of insight on this one because I just finished watching. Was it Everywhere? Anything and Everywhere all at once?
Yeah,
with
I watched
Michelle
it,
Yeoh.
everything, everywhere, all at once.
So the whole premise of the movie is it's more like it's like the Matrix, right? But the thing is like it's dealing with different multiverses. The thing is like where it splits off, it's like the different multiverses where she's successful, she's broke, she's a sign spinner and all this stuff. So all these experiences like where she's actually a movie star and stuff like that. So what she does is put on these headphones and put it in the ear and sync up with those skills, and those skills are assigned to her, and then she uses it in her own reality, right? So she's not basically going to other realities. She's just pulling other realities to her and all those skill sets. But the interesting thing about it is like the different ways where different universes where she fails, succeeds, become a monster. She, like, the closer the universe to her, the closer to her reality as much as possible. But the further out is when it gets really insane. Like I think there was one universe where she had hot dogs for hands. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, don't spoil too much. 'Cause it's a good
Yeah.
movie. I think
It's-
should watch
Yeah,
it.
it's an okay movie. I think you should definitely watch it. But like everyone said, like what multiverse would you step into if you're like, forget this version of me. I'd rather go to this other place and deal with and be this version of me. Right.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
what multiverse would you go to see yourself?
Okay. Jack, you want to start us off with that one?
Oh, let me think for a sec. I would go to a multiverse where I have. Let's see.
I can think of one.
Okay, go ahead.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Cola. Go.
If I were to go to any universe, multiverse, it's probably be the multiverse where I actually become a filmmaker, making blockbuster films,
Like a director, a famous director,
like a famous director, right?
Mr. Cola.
Right, and I can just call myself
Cola
out.
Bay.
Cola Bay. Cola Spielberg,
Cola Berg.
Steven Spielberg, Cola Spielberg. But like, yeah, like I mean, I would definitely be in that universe. It's just be the creepiest thing. It's like the level of fame and like access to all this money and all these camera gear and scripts and stuff like that. I mean, that'd be great, just to be in that world where,
Mhm.
I actually do live out one of my biggest dreams, right? Become a filmmaker. But
So
yeah, like have
a dream where there's abundance.
a dream. I mean,
Mhm.
a world where like I replace Steven Spielberg and I'm the new Steven Spielberg.
I'd be like, a lot of these characters are browner than they were.
Right? And then it's like, yeah, it's probably like the brown version of every movie is the brown version. That'd be
Okay.
crazy. It's like ET, but then there's like instead of white kids in the suburbs.
Wow. It's like Indian kids.
Yeah. I mean that's a big thing is like, oh, like the movies will change and like who's the star of the movies will be changed, right? Who runs Hollywood would change.
Now that, yeah, so
That's
that
like
would be an interesting one.
maybe-
What movie industry would be dominating in this?
Probably the big blockbusters, like again, it's like, but like this is like the movie industry where the reverse, where it's like all people of color in movies and there's like barely any white people. And they're like asking for
All colors are there except for white.
they're like asking for representation in the movies and stuff like that, and they don't have it. Same thing like now,
Okay,
like
so-
like our universe.
So you want a universe where there's reverse racism in the movie industry.
Instead of a Black Panther is actually a white guy. So it's like a White Panther. That'd be funny. That's the whole universe is like the whole Avengers
A white
multiverse.
tiger.
Yeah. White Tiger or something like that'd be a fun like universe to step into. Is like, what the fuck? And all my superheroes are like, oh yeah. That'd be a good an interesting step in like to see that, multiverse, right? It's like the brown people are in power.
All the white people are rappers.
Yeah. It's like one of those where you step in, it's like everything's the opposite,
So,
like racially.
okay.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, that'd be an interesting world to
we
get
got a glimpse into Cola's pure world.
to.
Um, all right, no, that's an interesting take on it. Just because it's just and this is the multi. Okay, so what role does the multiverse version of yourself play in all of this for blockbusters and stuff? I mean, what would your movies mainly be about if you were making all those blockbusters?
Just like same thing like
Would you be
Steven
which
Spielberg would
genre?
make. It's like science fiction,
Mhm. So it's no okay.
fantasy,
Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park. No
Jurassic
white
Park.
dinosaurs in there.
There's no white dinosaurs at all. But that'd be like my genre of like movies where I'm like directing it and stuff like that.
Mhm. Okay. Well, so Jack, what is your multiverse?
I'd like to go to a multiverse where it's super like futuristic, where we're already flying through space, right? Back in the what 70 years ago, or like 60 years ago, 60 to 70 years ago, something like that. We flew to the moon, but then we didn't make any new progress besides that. I feel like
Okay.
if I could go to a multiverse or another universe where we were able to move and do more research on space travel and we're able to fly out throughout the solar system, that'd be pretty cool to live in. Just to be able to travel into space without, or maybe, well, let me just make this simple. I'd want to be in a universe where I could be an astronaut. That'd be pretty dope.
Okay. Okay.
Because I
Interesting
always
take.
want to go out to space and then see shit.
So this is the multiverse version of yourself.
Yeah. Multiverse version of myself where I'm in fucking space.
So is this the multiverse where we actually finally like say, F it, we're going to space, we're leaving planet Earth?
Yeah. Not because like Earth is destroyed or anything, but just to be able to go out into space. I don't know what rules we're using for this multiverse. If we
Earth is America and every planet is like Korea. Okay. Yeah, go on.
No, but like I don't know what rules we're using for what multiverse we can go to, but definitely one where we can travel out to space and explore and stuff like that.
I think it's the reverse where you're a captain on a spaceship.
All right, sure. Yeah, captain of a spaceship, astronaut. Just someone to explore space and discover new things. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hopefully there's no aliens and shit out there. Fuck. Watch we go to Mars. There's like ancient alien artifacts.
This is the multiverse where the aliens actually exist and they and Jack messed with the wrong one.
It's like
and now he has one got an egg
And now
inside of his
Prometheus has
chest.
started.
Oh no.
Okay. Interesting take. So okay, so then where would your main goal be in this new world?
Just to explore. I don't know how far we'd be able to go, but being able to go to like a new planet and try to figure out life on a different world would be pretty cool. Or if not that,
This got me
be in space and do like tests and experiments and then just be zero gravity floating around. That'd be a cool experience.
You got me thinking of Star-Lord. But cool. It's quite a take on yourself. It's a different transition from uh your general life. So Colas is revisiting. Colas is sort of revisiting a past dream. Yours is tapping into, okay, there's a completely different version of yourself to where it's ever expanding. Really interesting. Let me see. For me, would be a multiverse version of myself in which I'd be more of say an artificial type of existence. So basically, in short, sort of like Ghost in the Shell, where you can transmit your consciousness into different types of bodies and you can just live on forever, but you also you're free of disease, but doesn't it doesn't mean that there's nothing that can necessarily say kill you, but you know, your core consciousness and life is stored on this sort of world network in which you can jump from one body to another if need be. So if one body happens to be damaged or like about to be destroyed, you instantly get transmitted to another one.
You got backups of yourself.
Yeah. Backups upon backups upon backups.
You can
But
like a video game where you can save your memories to another body. So like if you die,
yeah,
your backup is going to come
yeah.
back.
So
The only thing is that they'll only have the memories from the backup.
yeah. So when you get transported from body to body, well, in this case, you would forever be uploading everything about yourself until the very last moment into this like cloud drive. And then the moment that your body expires, stops working, you instantly stop at that exact moment and get transported to a new body. So yeah, it's so, and this version of myself is forever learning and forever just taking in more and more information and using that to build like a better world and even try to construct life on new planets. So everything material no longer matters, and you're just forever present, forever experiencing.
So in this world, you're a robot.
Somewhat, yeah.
So in this world,
I
you're a
guess. Yeah, I guess eventually it just turns into that conceptually. So it's just like right now, I'd still be existing here with you guys, acting like myself until it's over, and then like getting moved to another. Right, but with personality.
Body?
Yeah. So your consciousness never really disappears; it just keeps going.
Then you should be in outer space with Jack.
We need to combine.
I'm trying to build those aliens right now. Right now, my aliens are Korean. Prometheus was Korean too, man.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, that'd be interesting to become a robot. And
yeah, you didn't realize that Prometheus's last name was Kim.
Oh, Prometheus Kim.
Chromo Kim.
Yeah. Prometheus Kim and Promethea Park. and they had a they had a love story. But yeah, that's my scenario for one of my existences. But that's pretty much the most ideal one that pops into my head. And the other one, I would know kung fu.
Oh, that was also in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but you should definitely see it. It's a good movie. There's a lot.
So then, what if you had been placed in one of the other's universes? So what if Cola, you were put in Jack's universe? Jack, what if you were put in mine? And then if I lived in Cola's?
Well, I guess
I would
can
like it.
try
I would
a lot
like
of
it.
things.
I want to
can
go to
make
space too.
all the backups and stuff.
I would be bored white due to my own luck. And then there would be no representation of me.
I mean, you'd still be you, right?
Mm.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
change your body. You
Or
would
maybe
still-
Well,
what are the
well,
rules? You won't change
no,
your
because
body.
if I was born
correct?
white, there's almost no way I would know of all my own heritage. You know.
So what are the rules what are the rules for the multiverse? You can only be in the same body, right? Like the
Okay,
physical
so-
form doesn't change. It's just like a different direction that you're taking in your life.
So what? Okay, so here's a scenario I want to paint. What if you were you, but in the other's body, and experiencing the other's life the way that they portrayed it?
Like Cola or you, Walker?
So yeah, so if you were you, but you're basically in Cola's body, and his life, his whatever. How would you be able to envision yourself?
So I would probably be able to if since my skills are combined with Cola's skills, we can probably do some damage. I don't know. Start up a company.
Okay, what movies would you make? What movies would you make? Movies about space?
Maybe movies about space, sci-fi movies.
Actually, what genres are you into, Cola? I'm trying to think of it. What's the main genre? You're on mute.
You're on mute.
I like horror.
Okay,
Horror.
and that's Spielberg worthy.
I mean, like, no, it's not. But I mean, I think you could
Well,
probably.
yeah,
mix it.
I mean that's your dominating genre in your universe.
Yeah.
So, what kind of scary movies would Jack make?
I'd probably make something kind of like. Have you ever seen Us or Get Out?
No, Cola. He's my movie guy.
Yeah, are those like social commentary horror movies?
Yeah, they're a little bit social commentary with horror. Throw in some stuff about that.
That kind of
Social
stuff.
commentary with horror.
Watch Get Out. It's about all these rich.
Oh yeah, I saw
rich
that one.
people who take over Black people's bodies and stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Was it black people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, did they specifically choose black people? I can't remember that.
Yeah.
yeah.
The daughter was going out and picking black guys and then bringing them to the ranch and then them taking their brains out and putting their brains in there.
Yeah, in order to make other people know what you're afraid of, you got to put it into that social context.
Mm. Oh, it's wrinkling my brain a little bit. But
Oh,
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't watch it.
I did watch it. It's just like that's not that's also not the message I'm taking from it.
What? What are you pulling away from it?
Yeah. Huh? I
What were
mean,
you-
just a surface level step, really. It's just like, okay, they're dominating, they're like inhabiting their bodies with hypnosis, and then basically just ridding them of consciousness entirely. And then like on the deeper message of that, I just really realistically, I was not trying to extract the deeper message.
Oh. I think probably
Yeah.
the next topic
So
is like,
I was like literally watching it for surface level value.
There's definitely a subtext of kind of like enslaving or controlling
Mhm.
Black people. If you like
Mhm.
try to listen
If you flip it in that context, yes. But
yeah,
but it's just I don't know. It's also, yeah, it's also just like how I feel about Walking Dead a little bit, where it's just in a dying world, like in our current situation, the corporate world, everyone's just a mindless zombie, and everyone falls prey to the concept of becoming a zombie. It's like once you're bitten by one, then you become one, and it's just, there's no helping to change, and it's just some people just end up dying, and then there's only like a handful of people who are still alive, but they're fighting so hard that they're trying to they're fighting so hard to preserve who they are that sometimes they end up taking out each other at the same time, and then those people that are taken out become zombies. So it's like putting that level of subtext into it. But I mean, when it comes when it comes to the movie, I just don't do that. I just kind of sit there and just watch it and enjoy it at its surface level. So, okay. So Cola, if you were in a different universe, mine or Jack's, which one would you which one first off, which one would you want to go into, and then or
I'll go
would
to
you put
space.
yourself into, and then you want to go to space?
I'll probably go to space. Yeah. That's the first thing. It's
Okay.
like, no, I'm going to space. Gotta explore.
Mhm. So how far would you reach go?
What was that?
How far would you go?
I'll probably stay out there forever.
Until you okay, so until you meet an alien.
Until I meet an alien and get married with the alien.
or you can do some like interstellar shit.
And make it your wife. All right, are we out of time?
We are done, guys. We are done.
Okay. Thanks for joining us this week.
I guess.
For catch you in the next